All right, let me share agenda here. EIP meeting 16, right? All right, so I have updated with the pull requests link for new proposals, as well as some proposals that doesn't seem like very good. So maybe we can look into that, and then we can go back with your, if time permits, then we can go back with your usual looking into other proposals. All right. So will screen sharing work for you today?
Yeah. Let me see if I can set it up here. Are you able to see that?
Yep, I can. As an image, right? I mean, like your webcam.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get the screen sharing to work natively, so I've just have this hack that pipes it through my webcam.
I mean, this is fine. This works well. The only problem sometimes it happens is like if someone else is speaking, then it
takes over.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hello, William.
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing well.
Still using screen sharing hack.
Yeah, you know, I thought Wayland would be fun, and it is until I have to use Zoom. Then it's not fun.
I'm still on. One of these days, maybe I'll switch.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the pain.
Yeah, I've gotten X to work, so you know.
I don't know, maybe some other version of it might help, like Linux. We use Garuda here, and when we use like web, not by the app of Zoom, I think it works fine.
You use what?
Garuda. That is a version of Linux.
Oh, here's the thing with Linux. There's some things that happen that you're probably not used to from other operating systems, which is what clients means is that even once you're using, say, Ubuntu or whatever you're using, you have to discard. It's not like that also tells your screen how to display stuff. So you have to pick a display manager like GNOME or something like that, which you don't think is a separate concept from an operating system like Windows. But then there's also this layer of figuring out even kind of the entire graphics interface. And the two major platforms, I don't even know what I'd call them for that, are either X or Zorg or Wayland. So Wayland is newer and more modern and works better in general, except for screen sharing. Screen sharing is a known nightmare on Wayland. So you don't change your distro if you're moving between Zorg and Wayland. For a lot of distros, even there's something you can do when you log in to pick which one you're using. But it's just like another thing under the hood that since it's Linux, you also need to kind of like pick and control.
So this is 4972.
Yep. Hello, Sam.
Hey.
We're just participating in our favorite pastime, editing ERCs.
It's the best way to wake up in the morning.
Honestly.
Just can't start my day without a cup of coffee and a long EIP.
Well, then you are definitely good to be an EIP editor. It's like, you know, I'd say that the biggest sign someone should be an editor, you know, can't start their morning without it.
It also makes it so that there are only a very small number of editors in the world. All right. They want to have name owned accounts. The owner, I like how they put the hyphen down here and then not up there, missing capitalization. That's great. Which one about the owner of the name? Besides existing externally owned contract account. Account type, you should be able to transfer receipt tokens using the name derived address instead of address of the name owner.
So from what I remember about this one, it's supposed to be a like a way to link an Ethereum address to an arbitrary name, and that name is provided by some third-party provider.
Hmm.
This is like a bit of a whack to me. Like I'm not really understanding what the point of this is.
Don't we have ENS?
This seems very different and significantly less useful.
It's like the opposite of ENS. Instead of like giving an address to like you don't register
Right,
a name and then
enshrining the name in the token contract rather than the token contracts living separately.
yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
I just want to figure out where the name comes from. Like, do I register? Like, how do I register a name?
Oh, it's from anywhere. Like that's not part of the specification. It's like you can say that like the account is owned by a Twitter handle, and then some other entity has to link the account to the Twitter handle.
So then how do I make a transfer? Like, I don't know, I'm like confused by this. Like I call safe transfer from name or like approved for name. And I don't really understand.
It is a bit painful to read, yeah.
Safe transfer. Wait, from to.
What's this ERC20 integration doing here also?
Okay, transfer from name. From is just bytes. To is an address.
I get it. That's like an integration so that you're able to transfer using the name as opposed to the address. Same with 721.
So this is what's confusing. Approved from name. You're saying that the owner is the name. Like, how do you verify it? Like, what does the implementation of this function actually look like?
I'm assuming you would need an external call to name owned account, like the first contract there, to look it up.
Oh, sorry, I kept skipping over this name owned account.
Which is just two
I
view
see.
functions, but I assume it'll just need to like address of name.
So the name owned account. So there's not like a canonical name owned account. Anyone can deploy whatever they want.
This would work best with a centralized registry, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I understand it now. It looks properly formatted.
Does this zero knowledge proof thing make any sense? I can't imagine how it would. Crash now.
This guy's gone 3 rounds against Sam Wilson.
I'm like, this is so weird. I don't know. Man. I don't know.
Formerly soul-bound tokens. I remember this one. Non-transferable, non-fungible, account-bound tokens.
This is 4973.
Yeah. Standard API for account-bound token, also known as badges within smart contracts. I wonder what Optimism ended up using, because I think that they also had some concept for their governance thing of like non-transferable tokens.
I wrote, I mean, I don't know what this was worth. I did write a sold out NFT once and I just bricked the 721 functions. As in it has transfer and functions like that in it so that it actually complies with the 721 standard, but the function is just bricked. Like it reverts. But like, which, I mean, theoretically, I think is the smartest way to do it, because when you start looking at something like people want it to show up most likely in something like OpenSea. So keeping the normal interface kind of makes sense as opposed to inventing a new standard. But I don't know. You never know. Maybe something like this could get traction and like theoretically become its own thing. I don't know.
Oh my God.
What's that weird exception on line 47? Or 46, sorry. Don't have to fire transfer when a token is assigned in a constructor.
That's the same as 721, I think.
Oh, 721 makes the same provision?
It's either 721 or 1155. One of them makes a provision where you don't have to fire transfer in the constructor.
Why not?
Because if you're doing like a huge token drop or something, it costs a lot of extra gas. So, yeah, you just don't fire it in the constructor.
Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe just don't do an airdrop that sends 1,000 tokens to people. But okay, whatever, you know. I guess that's a question like what you do in a mistake. Like, something that we can store, we perpetuate the mistake because it's already like, been canonized or I don't know.
Being bound to a human soul.
Oh, you don't you don't like a section on why it's called naming or why it's called soulbound?
But this is a section on why it's not called soulbound anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
But like, if you're just reading the EIP and you don't see soulbound anywhere, like other than this place where it's just formerly soulbound tokens, then it just seems like, why tell me about this idea you had for naming it?
I guess.
I mean, look, I kind of like the fun sections about naming, but we have other things to solve here too, anyways. Oh, they used Foundry. Is this the first instance of Foundry in the EIPS repository?
I don't think so. 4626, I think also is.
That's true.
I use DApp tools for one. Go me.
Nice. Fungible but non-tradable tokens. Sam approved these and it didn't get merged. Wait. Is associated, but because there are changes being made, all changes to corresponding assets are allowed.
Yeah, I don't ever check the bots. They don't work. So, like, I kind of just ignore them and like maybe go through them to catch spelling mistakes. But like, I have no idea why this one didn't merge.
Yeah, I also have no idea why this one did not merge.
It might just need to close and open again, or it could be.
I mean, yeah, what happens? Non-fungible but tradable tokens.
Aren't these just NFTs? I haven't even looked at this one yet.
What is this? This is not the format. I kind of like this. This is a cool format though. This is very RFC-y. Oh, it worked. Nice. It just needed some coaxing. EVM call message translation, Web3 URL.
This one's a neat idea, but it needs to be less specific to their company.
I feel like I know this person from something. What has he worked on in the past?
If I could read your screen, I'd probably know.
I really need this to get set up where I can just pop back into GNOME or something.
Oh, you
Do
can't.
You just fully. What's up?
You don't just like log out and log back in?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, I could probably set that up, but wait, what do you mean log out, log back in?
So when I log out and go to my login manager, there's a little icon on the bottom that lets me switch my desktop environment.
Oh, but that would be, you're assuming that I have a login manager.
I mean, if you don't just drop into a logged in environment, do you?
No, I just drop into a shell and I type in my name.
I
and
would have
password.
found a Giga Chad meme to send you if you did, though. My gosh. Just like drop straight in. I don't need a username. I don't need a password. I just go right in.
Encrypts grub bootloader, but logs straight in without password.
Yes. You heard a hot wallet. I got a hot laptop.
I have no idea why it takes so long, but I have like an encrypted bootloader because I read there's some fucking stupid side channel attack that I guess you can do to get around. Like if you've encrypted your normal drive, so you'd have to encrypt the bootloader as well. I didn't realize how long it takes to decrypt that thing. Like it's a full 30, 60 seconds after I type in my password.
There's
when I
definitely
boot
something
my
wrong.
computer.
Oh no, it's probably a like a key derivation function. You can probably adjust that.
I have no idea why, but now like I'm not gonna encrypt my bootloader again. That was unnecessary.
So what? Like you use like the TPM and everything to verify your bootloader and
Yeah, I think so.
wow, hardcore.
All right, we want to understand what this Web3 URL to EVM call message translation is. It is a translation of HTTP style Web3 URL. Okay, that's just what the title said again. Translate an RFC URI like this to an EVM message such as this. Interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea where that notation comes from.
Yeah, this was just invented in this EIP.
Yes.
Don't they mean a transaction?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just see what else they have in store for us before I posted anything. Mostly done by proxies such as DApp
Is this in
websites.
ERC?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
Oh,
yours.
okay, I must have misunderstood what they were trying to do then.
It's just a standard for like how to format a URL so that you can turn it into a call.
Oh, it's just like read only or view functions. I see.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's
that's
no. That's fun. I like that.
It's a great idea, but the standard doesn't work. Like it needs. I mean, I guess it works. It's just it needs more help.
Right.
And like they don't specify how to handle like .ca or .com ENS names because they have their own name service that they want to also shoehorn into this. So they have this mapping between extension to name resolution service, and yeah, it's not great.
The other thing is this is going to imply doing string parsing and Solidity, right?
No,
Not
it's
necessarily to imply.
no, it translates it to like a Solidity ABI encoding. So you end up having like web3 : / the address / the function you want to call / like 0x1234. I think they use a exclamation mark address, and then that just gets encoded into like normal call arguments.
I like how they did an ellipse here to denote that they were omitting something, but then they just don't have anything else for the address. And so I'm just like, what is the from address here?
Wait, go down to that second example there.
Mhm.
Where does that from address come from?
My brain is such porridge right now. I'm like looking at it and just like, my
Oh.
brain cannot do it.
Wait, this does not make sense. Like that should not be the from. That should be the to.
It should be the two. I think it is the two.
It's like the from's in the like.
But here it's used as from.
I can't tell. It's just.
And then again, they do it here. I really think that that is the from address. They keep saying like, we'll look this up from ENS and then call the address with from equal to the address.
But go up to the actual specification part. Like I think they actually say what the from is. I am a co-author on this. I really should know.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Indicate, okay. Which user is calling the EVM?
Yeah. So look at the syntax up there a little bit. So scroll up. So it's the user info at yeah. So that's before the at.
Wait.
Or the at.
But for these, there's no at.
Yeah. So the from is probably just unspecified.
Yeah, but that's just not what they got there. This is cool.
Yeah. So it says if the from field is not specified, it should use all zeros as the sender address.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think
so. One of
the
the examples. Yeah.
It's just all of the examples have an issue. Oh, all the ones that say from, anyways. Yeah, there's a weird thing here because like there's no concept in the EVM of something that's just a read-only call. Like I don't know what to say this is because it's not a transaction URI.
No, it's an ETH call.
But it kind of is. It's a URI to do a JSON RPC call.
Well, yeah, it's a standard way of representing the arguments of a JSON RPC call. Yeah.
Done. That one merged. Excellent. Moldiv. Ah. EIP 5000.
EIP editors is right there.
Sorry.
EIP editors strike. Sam Wilson.
Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate because Harry has just talked to me a couple times the last couple of weeks, and he's really sad because he didn't actually snipe it by
Yes, he did.
creating spam.
Oh, he didn't create the
Right.
spam. He just waited for it. Yeah. Yeah. But Mike has definitely done the same thing with other EIPs that accidentally got the number. So, yeah.
So we're gonna give him a different number.
That's what I've seen other editors do in the past. So I did the same thing. Feel free to have a different ruling on that if you'd like.
So I have a question here for all the editors. This number, the different number, I am assuming that this number does not have any pull request or issue associated with it.
It does not have a pull request associated with it. It might have had an issue. Yeah, it doesn't have anything associated with it.
All right. No, I'm asking this because generally, if there is an EIP, a future EIP, then it is either a pull request or issue. Like historically, they used to create an issue first and then make the pull request. So that was the process. Just want to make sure that there should not be any confusion.
Yeah. I went and picked one that didn't have anything associated with it. Yeah, it's still a draft PR. That's why I haven't reviewed this one yet.
I think that they're just so broken that they wrote an entire EIP sniping bot just to not get their number.
I mean, 4998 isn't that bad either.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. Like the one which was with bot, and we know that it is a spam, that number can make sense. But if a number is already existing, either in form of issue or PR, chances are that might create confusion.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely want to avoid that. That's why I didn't go like 5001 because that might have been created as an issue later. So I'm still a fan of having a like bot assign the numbers and then just not worry about what it assigns. But
Right.
Good news for all of us. Like I'm expecting some people from foundation to join us, help out with this bot and issues and how we want to improve bot. We'll hear more about it maybe in tomorrow's call EIP meeting. So if someone joins us, then it will be great for us.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah, this is still in draft. I wouldn't worry about reviewing it.
It says it's it's open.
Oh, well then I'll finish it. I'll give you a ping when it's ready for review.
Okay, I'll just leave this comment real quick. Yeah, it says open.
Yeah, Dan was also trying to snipe 5000, so
Big number.
Guys, I'm like, my head is just totally blasted. I see I'm like not in the game today. So I think I might just drop out a bit early if that's okay.
Sure.
yeah, take care.
Good to chat
Thanks
with
for
you.
joining.
Likewise. Yeah. Hope to catch you all next time. Hope I'm like actually like have a brain nut. Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Hmm. Hmm. A composable design philosophy for DAOs.
Is this the one that used to just be called DAOs? No, okay, this is
I
a
don't
different one.
know.
Yeah, I haven't seen this
Okay,
one
it
yet.
is.
Okay, I think I may have some context for this one. So Aaron, we all know that he is a DAO person. He is trying to create some DAO related a group. I think they are also approaching Moloch for funding and all. So maybe it is related to that. I have seen one proposal on Moloch DAO this time. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if it is the same one. I may have to look into it.
I don't know. I'm just confused why they link to this and say this is a philosophy for DAOs. But the point of the EIP would be then to define the philosophy.
A lot of things just shouldn't be standardized.
Yeah, I think this might be a place to put a foot down and just say this does not need to be an EIP.
I haven't read it yet, but what's the number on this one? 5,005.
505. 5,005.
Is this just yet another smart contract wallet standard?
I think it might be.
Oh, I see. It's like a plug-in system, I guess. Interesting. How do you get people to merge their EIPs? Because there's a couple of these usage rights ones that are very similar, like they do the same thing. I don't know.
I mean, I really feel like on the NFT front, we should have somebody who's working with people to try and come up with these standards. And I mean, you can't
Like a working
force other
group?
people. Yeah. And I don't know. I kind of feel like that's what a net is sort of trying to do. But it would be better if she was like engaging with these people and like, you know, have like a roadmap for the NFT standard. Like the NFT standard is more than just 721, 1155. And to me, I don't know. That seems like the only reasonable way to go about it. You can't force like all these people to do exactly that. And if it doesn't fit in the roadmap, maybe they still make their own EAPs, but they wouldn't be like quote unquote blessed, I guess.
I think for especially ERC kind of proposal, now if they come up with some project, some popular project, implementing those proposals, chances of making that a standard are higher if that is like kind of standard, not specific to one project. So I think it's more of involvement of champions and authors pushing the proposal.
Okay, hang on. There's one that's literally the same thing as this. Let me go and find it here. Oh, I see. One's for 721 and one's for 1155. That makes sense.
God. I mean, honestly, this is pretty much ready to go.
Do you ever feel like you never make any progress on EIPs? Like they just come in faster than than we get through them?
I've been feeling that more and more the past like 4 or 5 months. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
there was a while where it felt on top of them more, and now it just seems that more and more people are wanting to build them. And I'm like, I saw the other day, like we're at like 5065, like 55,100 almost. I'm just thinking, shit, you know, where are all these EAPs coming from? It's outrageous.
Well, I mean, the numbers are mostly just spam. Like there's so much spam.
But the numbers are not less even. I mean, I have started preparing the CIP's insight, and according to it, there were 7 ERCs. Those were merged last month, but there were 16 proposals, which could
Yeah.
not have been reviewed. So it's like the number is too much.
Yeah. You've got to put a 1 ETH deposit whenever you start the
Request
EIP
file.
process.
That's a good proposal. Those can be incentivized to the EIP editors there.
Oh no, they get it back once it's merged or closed, but as long as it's open, they don't get their money back.
Oh wow, that is another interesting proposal to keep their interest in here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Civil resistance.
I don't know if you've been following my reviews at all, Matt or Pooja, but if you have any feedback on my feedback, I would appreciate it because I still feel like I'm really new at this.
I've been following your reviews here and there, and everything that I've seen has been solid.
Yeah,
Great.
and I would love to say thank you, because at least people are getting responses like in a timely manner. I mean, like, they are,
Once a week.
no, that's also okay. That's also not bad. we know that someone is at least looking into these proposals, and that's why I have listed all the proposals which were new.
Yeah, I just try to go through the have in emails in my inbox, so the older ones get attention first. But yeah,
Matt, I know you have been looking into all new proposals, and we have just 10 minutes left. So after this proposal, if you can look into the, the first 4 or 5, I think those are
Okay.
relatively older, but they might require your attention there.
Alrighty. We'll do.
oh, did they link to ERC instead of EIP or?
I didn't think they did.
Yeah, okay.
It just says EIP 721, so I'm slightly confused, but both. Oh, they've got it here in this README. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah.
No, that would make
Access
sense.
is
Yeah.
linking to it.
Yeah, I think having the bot make comments in the EIP instead of putting them in the output of the logs is going to make such a huge difference. Like I think people will actually fix the problems before we get to the EIPs. Yeah.
All right. You wanted me to go to these top couple ones or these up here?
Yeah, top couple ones, and then maybe review status change, because those are for just to move into final and to review. I think even Sam has created one pull request to be addressed there.
So you're wanting me to look at the new drafts though? The
Oh,
top.
no, the top 2. Yeah, PR suggested for review and status
Oh, I
change.
see.
request.
Okay.
So those are all pull request number. I'm sorry, I should have linked it to.
No, you're good. Shit, I can't type though.
Let me see if I can update it quickly.
God damn it.
So with this, I see that the person has created a pull request for 4995 and using the EIP number 4804, though I could not find any reference for 4804.
Interesting. Oh, he's got an issue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have missed it then.
No worries.
Cool. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yes. So okay, fine. Yeah. This is a classic example, like what we should do here. So when someone creates an issue as a discussion to link, we discourage it and we say that people do not create it. He might have received a bot notification there. Go ahead and create an issue in FEM, close this issue. And then he is using the same number as a EIP number. I don't know if you
Right.
would like to discourage this thing or
I don't think it matters that much. Like in EIP1, it just says that editors assign EIP numbers, and I'm perfectly okay using the earliest number to refer to it. Like, it doesn't really matter that much to me.
that's right. But at the same time, we would have to request this person to close the issue, right? Because we would want that discussion should be happening in FEM. So he will end
Yeah,
up closing the issue. Yeah.
I have no clue where this push notification is coming from, but I've seen it twice now. I'm slightly concerned.
What was the message?
It was like a game changer. A meteorite from Mars has crashed into Antarctica. And like a fucking image of a meteor. And I'm just like, what application is pushing this?
Oh yeah, this is the 721 one for the the mirror of the
Right.
1155. Yeah.
Wait, I think they're by the same authors.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I think their group is called Emoji DAO or something like that. They're like doing a bunch of extensions
Yeah,
on
Emoji
NFTs. Yeah. I really wish we could just like have like a Ethereum working groups like channel, and I can just have like put everybody who's working on NFTs into a channel, and they can just talk about everything in there instead of just making a bunch of EIPs.
I think there is a Telegram group for that.
Oh, okay.
Like Klein was mentioning, Annette has a group.
I would just like to see more like technical leadership happening there. Like if they're just posting about it and nobody is really coordinating amongst them each other, then it doesn't quite work out.
Oh, is this the other user permission one?
For designating ownership. I think so.
Yeah. So this is like, and this isn't by 0x Anders, right? This is by somebody else.
No, this one's different.
Yeah. Okay.
I had a chat with this Open Zaplin developer for this
Mhm.
proposal. They are working on like moving it towards finals. So I thought that Sam Wilson's comment cannot come handy here, like what they need to do. If that can be addressed, this can be moved to final.
So it seems like this thing got merged.
Oh, it wasn't
So
earlier. That's why I have added it, but never mind. Now the
now the
only open.
deadline's 5/14 though, so.
I did not understand. So this proposal will be going into last call one more time.
I think that he just extended the last call because the EIP was updated. And so
Okay.
wanted to give people a little bit more time.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Go to my comment there.
Okay.
Like before you post this.
Oh,
Yeah, that one. So there were a bunch of edits that needed to be done on the EIP. So I just did them all.
right.
Oh, and it was merged. Okay. So
Yeah.
oh, all right. So it's ready to go then.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, it's already past 12. Thank you, Matt, for reviewing all this. I mean, whatever we could not touch, if you get a chance to look in the weekdays, you can probably look into it and leave comment. And yeah, I hope that this way we can look into these proposals real faster. And I am expecting some good news, some more updates in tomorrow's EIP meeting. So if people can join, that would be really good. Well, thank you, all of us.
Yeah, thanks for hosting.
Wait. Yeah, thanks, Pooja.
Have a good one, both of you.
You too. Bye.
Yeah.